What's going on, guys? Matty Day Trades here, back at it with a weekly watch list. The bathrobe is off. Boston's getting mighty hot. Typical weekly watch list. I start with the smaller plays first and work my way up to the bigger port plays. When I'm doing this, I'm looking for, unsustainable rips, unsustainable dips. The first one here is UPSD, obviously struggling pretty badly. Um, Major gap down caused this name to, really bleed out here. Um, to the upside, really, all here's trend. Obviously, we missed this 44 breakout. Now, really, I don't feel comfortable playing this until 54.82 breakout or play trend breakdown at 44, targeting 40.63, 37.50. Major 33. And then, like I said, we're kind of in this gap here. So I guess realistically, if we were to play this, this is how I would set it up here. Trigger over that prior high, 54.80. Like I said, over that, call me crazy, but 60, 61 comes pretty fast. Gap fill, 71.50, 75 again. I really don't think this happens. And then to the short side here, where I'd be more excited about would be 48.40. Really, price action's pretty thin down. 46, 44. 41, right? This name's pretty quick here. Another small board play would be Penn. It's been following, theme relatively here. Weekly doesn't show it yet, but the daily, it follows trend, right? The major moves 51, 64, 37's big zone, but what happens? Rip, trend, breakdown, breakdown, box, bear flag, breakdown, box, breakdown. Now kind of based out, and we might be pushing higher here. So basically, all I would do here is, look to play this breakout at 32.53, targeting 33, um, 34. Really, you could go 35, and then that retest to breakdown would be 35.70, where basically across the market we're looking for breakout and retest, right? So that's our retest to breakdown level. Um, and then honestly, to the put side, I don't like, I don't really like shorting it in this box, but if you wanted to under 32, 31.40, 30.61, 25.60, and then 28.37. Um, Another name here to note is CVS. I know it's moving, relative here, but I think we saw some relative weakness on Friday. Honestly, took a while. The lag still closed out the day red. As you can see here, the daily massive breakdown 101, and then that risk at 38.89. So basically, I like I said, I don't really like this name, but um, I'm looking for a reject at 38.89. I'm sorry. If I get 101, I'll short the shit out of it. Um, but this name, just I would like a 98.90 test or a 101 test to short. UPSD, so Target was another name. Consumer, retail consumer, kind of, took a beating on ER. Target kind of plays levels respectively here, right? 61, 68.36 is this bottom over here. Now we need to break through to see a move. ER causes major gap down. So basically, over 168.36 is call trigger. 170, 172.89. Over that, we could really run to 177, 180. And again, just let's play this prior high here and then look for those targets to the downside. Get it, target. To the downside, I don't know, this chart's, really kind of. I would wait till 160, 140 breaks down, targeting 158, 155, 150, and then that prior low 146, and then calls. We already went over that. Walmart is, in that same ballpark here. ER caused a major gap down. That's what the daily looks like, a little more aggressive. Weekly, breakdown, retest. Where's your retest? Somewhere at 133.70. We have our gap fill to fill at 130. Yeah, till 130 here. So play Friday's high. Breakout looking for 130, over 130. This thing could really move 132, 133, get giddy up 135. I don't think this gap gets filled anytime soon, but definitely going to attract some buyers. Now, kind of making the switch over here. BABA is at a daily level here, kind of on a box, 80, 88, right? So 81 to 94, nice $13, $14 box here. We're at the top now. Got mid threshold sitting right around 88, but obviously we can see some trend here. It'd be something like this, right? We had that breakout retest, so now we need that prior high to break right around 94.80. And I mean, really, on a daily move here, I'm talking seeing move to 101 on the 1 hour here, as you can see. Target that prior high, break that with some volume. We can see a nice easy move. Not easy, but ideally something here, something in here, and then something up there would be great. And there's that 101.30 I was mentioning on the bigger time frames. And then in terms of the downside, if we wanted to play BABA, a little more risky, but under 92.55, I think we can see a move down to, really 90, 87. We have a gap fill down to 83, so we could see things moving quicker there. But I'm kind of looking to play this name to the upside here over 94.82. Airbnb is another name that looks really good here. So when you're looking on a daily, right, we have these daily breakouts across the board. Where Airbnb is looking to run into resistance is right in here. Obviously over 124, this has a green light to absolutely rip, and we know Airbnb it can, but again, breakout, I would like a retest somewhere, a little cool off here. So basically, calls, I'm looking for our prior high here, right over 120.70, targeting 122.30, having that risk at 123.85. Over that, you get that 125.30. Airbnb goes nuts for put side, 117.40. It gets a little choppy here, 115.80, that threshold. The bottom would be that 114.24. Under that, Airbnb can fall back down pretty fast to that 110, 111 level. BABA, Airbnb, so crowd is another one, right? Just, not, I know we've been falling here, but I mean, we've gone from 137 to 167 in 3 days here. We're at a major daily level, right? This 169 is super reactant for a crowd. I'm looking for a reject, and really, we can move down fast back to 160, 140, 157, 153, then that 153 lands us right around retest. If, we're call side, market's going crazy. Like I said, over 169 is real reactant. I mean, this thing moves fast, 172, 176, 182. We know crowd can go nuts. Definitely keep this on your radar. PayPal was another one here that I was definitely interested in. It did have that breakout, but I see PayPal having a lot of head height right around that 86.70 to 87.70 level. If that breaks out, I mean, PayPal has a clear shot at 90, but I'm looking to reject that 87, 88 level, coming down to 85, 83, 82. I know it is a daily breakout here, but I'm not too fond of it, honestly. If you want to go short under 83.80, short down to 82, 81, 78. Another name that looked pretty good, has my interest here, would be Docu. Docu's theme is just sell the pops, right? Bear flag, shitty, but you know what I'm saying, right? Identify trend, look what's happening, right? Now, Docu here basically, over 80, 80's been this, 80 has been the level, right? I mean, from the bounce side, you go 80 to 88. To the reject side, you go 80 to 71, right? So our range before was 88 to 80. Then we broke down. It was basically 80 to 71, right? We're playing $8 ranges here. So basically, ideally, I want Docu rejecting somewhere around this 88 level, and it should send back to 80 pretty fast. I'll send those lottos in. If we get a reject at 88, I'll play the 80s. Like I said, look at the price action here. It's kind of just straight down. If 88 breaks, right, 90 comes very fast. Over 90, this thing can explode 94, 98 really quick. Like I said, then 88 rejection, it goes down to 80 very fast. Under 80, right, look what PA does, 76 and then 72, 71. Um, BA's definitely been pretty interesting here. Daily breakout. This thing's been absolutely beat down. It's kind of over that threshold. So really, if it breaks Fridays, actually needs to break 133 for me to get excited, and it can see a clean move to 137. But again, I would like some retest across the market, right? Um, you can play puts under 130, targeting 128.80, 126.80, and then we can fall fast to 124. Um, like I said, there's so many names here. Sorry about all the lines. It's intraday triggers. Uh, Sorry. Cat breakout, banks catching a bid, right? Um, Apple's coming up major 150, Amazon 2320. Um, pretty good small port play, right? This box is the best. How this setup would be: boom, top of the box, boom, bottom of the box, right? That's kind of our setup. Broke down, right? Didn't really get it. Now to the upside, we could see 47, back to the 50 level. I know Roku setting up real nice. There's, like I said, a lot of names here. Roku 100 is a major level. Let's see if it breaks over. Roku can get some legs to 104, 110. If it rejects, right back down to 93, 90 level. But all right, guys, I'm going to take off. Quick little rundown. Alrighty. Take it easy, guys. Let's bank this week.